Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on November 7, 2022. US midterms. Biden and Trump in last-ditch bid for crucial midterms votes. BBC, Donald Trump speech live, Biden versus Trump, US midterm elections 2022 live, Trump rally live news. CNN News 18, Donald Trump and Joe Biden fire up voters ahead of US midterm elections, BBC News. BBC News, US midterms, Trump and Biden fire up voters as election looms. Row brews in Iran over use of its drones in Ukraine war by Russia. The Guardian, Iran admits to supplying drones to Russia, BBC News. BBC News, Russia's war in Ukraine, live updates. CNN International, Iran admits to supplying military drones to Russia in war against Ukraine. CBS News, allegations of giving drones to Russia in war is baseless, Iranian envoy. Ukrainians dance in the dark to battle power cuts. Foreign Office vetting deterring top scientists from UK, Royal Society warns. Ukraine war, West warned against complacency on air defense support. Why scientists are using the word scary over the climate crisis. The Guardian, comment, with dearth of data a roadblock to climate action, UK leadership is critical at COP27. Reuters, what a difference a year makes. How the world has changed since COP26, as COP27 approaches. Sky News, the climate crisis explained in 10 charts. Polish leader blames country's low birth rate on young women drinking too much. Putin ally Yevgeny Prigozhin admits interfering in US elections. The Guardian, Russia mercenary group boss admits meddling in US midterm elections. The Times, Russia's Yevgeny Prigozhin admits to meddling in US midterm elections. The Telegraph, Putin-linked businessman admits US elections interference in statement. The Moscow Times, key Putin ally admits Russia is interfering in US elections and will continue to interfere. Vaccine confidence another victim of the COVID-19 pandemic, study finds. Sky News, public's confidence in vaccines plummets since COVID pandemic. Revealed, US and UK fall billions short of fair share of climate funding. The Guardian, IMF chief says rich countries alone can never close the funding gap for climate change. Dogs given to South Korea by Kim Jong-un at center of political row. The Guardian, South Korea's Moon Jae-in to give up dogs gifted by Kim Jong-un. BBC, South Korea's former president to give up dogs gifted by Kim Jong-un in row over cash. Sky News, bizarre row erupts between current and former South Korean leaders over custody of 2 dogs. The Independent, South Korean presidents in dogfight over Kim's diplomatic pooches. COP27, we cannot go wobbly on climate change, says Boris Johnson. Tanzania Precision Air crash, I tried to save pilots but was knocked unconscious. BBC, rescuers form human chain to save passengers after plane crashes into lake in Tanzania. The Independent, French investigators head to Tanzania to help probe plane crash. Al Jazeera English, Tanzanian precision airplane crashes into Lake Victoria. BBC, hero fisherman describes being knocked unconscious trying to save pilots from Tanzania plane crash. British minister to meet Taiwan president, drawing China's anger. Reuters, China condemns UK trade minister's Taiwan visit, saying Britain must stop all exchanges with island. The Independent, China criticizes British minister's visit to Taiwan for trade talks. The Guardian, UK minister's crucial visit to Taiwan aimed at boosting trade, top international news, WION. WION, UK strengthens Taiwan trade ties as minister visits Taipei. Scotland to pledge unparalleled funding towards irreparable loss and damage from climate change, Nicola Sturgeon says. Sky News, COP27 finance, will richer nations hand over the cash? BBC, world owes poorer countries a climate debt, but how to pay up? The Telegraph, rich countries need to dig deep on climate finance. Financial Times, there is no climate justice without climate finance. COP27, Rishi Sunak urges global push on clean growth. BBC, COP27, Sunak to tell world leaders there must be no backsliding on climate change. Evening Standard, Climate Minister Graham Stewart says he is no choir boy as COP27 begins. ITV News Calendar. ITV News, editorial, Rishi Sunak is right to go, but COP27 must be more than an empty show. The Independent, UN Climate Summit, UK PM Sunak to address COP27 summit, raise issue of detained activist, WION. Rescue charity to take Italy to court over migrants trapped on boat. BBC, new right-wing Italian government refuses to let migrants rescued from Mediterranean to disembark. Evening Standard, Italy blocks rescued migrants from landing and orders ship to leave port. Financial Times, charity group challenges Italy over migrant standoff. Reuters, standoff as Italy stops male migrants from disembarking rescue ships. World is on highway to climate hell, UN chief warns at COP27 summit. The Guardian, world leaders gather at Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt for COP27 summit. Watch live. Guardian News, COP27, Ukraine war should NT change climate pledges, Macron. BBC, editorial, COP27 must be about implementation, anything less would be shameful. The Independent, what to watch on Monday at COP27. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.